Welcome to part 30 and welcome to the fire temple. Ignore the fire keys, go up these stairs and go to the left. And inside this room, we will be reunited with Darunia. And yeah. And of course, Darunia is pretty much upset that Link's been MIA's during Ganondorf's takeover. But hey, Link was frozen for 7 years. He couldn't wield the Master Sword. So yeah. Anyway, what Darunia is going to do is he is going to confront the dragon that Ganondorf has resurrected, and he is unsure that he can stop the dragon because he lacks a hammer weapon, and yeah, but he's going to try anyway, and he is charging Link here to free the Gorons from their imprisonment, and that's pretty much the premise of this temple: locating the Gorons, freeing them from their prisons, and yeah. In fact, in this very room, there is a Goron in prison. So yeah, so just hop from pillar to pillar to get to the cell, and of course be careful. You don't want to fall in the lava. Oh no! Hey, I can walk in lava. Yes, the Goron tunic pretty much allows Link to walk in lava unharmed, and that's great. But don't make a habit of it. Anyway. Again, hop from pillar to pillar, and then just step on this switch here to free the Goron. And then, of course, we have to talk to the Goron after we open the cell, because he will not leave until we talk to him. I do not know why, but yeah. Anyway, every Goron that we free, he will give a piece of advice about this dungeon, and you should follow his advice carefully. So yeah. Anyway, after freeing the Goron here, there is a small chest that contains a small key. Yeah. Pretty much every Goron that we save in this dungeon, they will have a key that we need to collect. So finding all is required. And how did Darunia get in that door in the first place? I mean, it is locked with a boss lock that we need a boss key to get in, but yeah. And of course, Darunia said that he lacked the hammer necessary. So what are his chances for survival? Yeah. Anyway, just go across to this door in front of you. Again, ignore the fire keys, because even if you kill them, they will respawn every time we come back to this room. Yeah. Now, in this room here, there are these platforms that move and these pathways here. And what you can do is you can just walk along the pathways or ride along the platforms. These platforms right here, as soon as you step on them, they start to collapse in the lava. Now, of course, since you have the Goron tunic on, you are pretty much immune to lava. Anyway, going through this door here will lead us to another Goron cell. Again, step the switch, talk to the Goron so that he would go away and collect the small key. And this Goron will pretty much give some advice here. And he's pretty much saying that there is a certain type of wall that can be destroyed with a bomb, and that wall will sound differently from other walls. So keep that in mind, because I will be testing that out in this video. Yay. Alright, after this, leave this room, and before we cross the lava to the door on the other side, what we are going to do here is there is a secret door that we can get to. Now you see Navi's glowing green, that means there's a secret, and if you have noticed, there is a time block there, so pull out the Ocarina, play the Song of Time, and the time block will move down here, and it will block that doorway right there, but it doesn't matter, we are done with this area. So use the time block to climb up and go through this door that has been revealed. And here we are in this tile room. Now there are tiles here that will come to life, will spin towards you, and do damage. So all you need to do is just keep your shield up when these tiles come towards you, and they will break apart upon contact, so it's pretty much no threat. Now here's a threat here at the other end. This blob thing here, that's called the like. These enemies have appeared in 2D Zelda games, and basically what they do is they will, like if you get too close to them, they will actually eat Link, and they will actually consume the Goron tunic and the Hylian shield. So if it eats you, just kill it quickly and before it digests your items, because if it digests your items, then you'll have to leave this area, buy those items again, buy a new tunic and a Hylian shield, and come back. So it's best to take that like out from a distance. And of course, the only purpose of this room is to get the Gold Skulltula. And now we're done with this side. We can now go across this area to the other door. And of course, you can go to the other side through multiple options. I mean, you can stand on the platforms, go along the pathways, or walk in the lava. Now you want to be careful here because in addition to fire keys, there are red bubbles, pretty much red hot flaming bubbles that when they touch you, you catch on fire, even with the Goron tunic on. Now that does not make sense. I mean, you wear this tunic which can resist heat, which you can walk in lava while you have it on, but when you touch fire with it, you still get hurt, you still get burned. I mean, maybe it's because of they're flaming enemies or something, or I just don't understand it really. Anyway, the goal here is to get to this other end where there is another Goron prison cell that we need to break open. Alright, as you approach this area, you see there's actually no door here. And when I hit my sword here, you notice that there's a normal clang when I hit the wall, and a clink, clink. That's the fake wall. So all you need to do is pull out the bombs, blow up the fake wall, and it will reveal the door. And once again, just hit the switch, the Goron will unroll, and again, talk to him so that he can leave. And again, he will dispense a secret to Link that will be helpful. And of course, he will explain that there are switches that can be hit, like cut, or blown up with a bomb. And we will be encountering these switches in this temple. Okay, and of course, grab the small key, and we will be moving onward. And of course, from here, you want to go to the door on the right and make your way across. And again, be careful of enemies, the fire keys, for example. And yeah, of course, once again, if the keys touch you, you will be on fire for a small duration. And as long as you are on fire, your health will drop. And I just ignore the enemies. I just go ahead, make a leap of faith, jump across, just run towards the door, open the lock, and go through. Alright, this room here, there's this fire pillar that constantly spews out, or is it a fire geyser? Whatever. Anyway, slide down this beam right here, and what we have to do here is see this wall grate right here. We can climb it. We can climb along the grate, and yeah. So what you want to do is climb over here, and when we get to the top, we can stand on the top of the grate, and of course on the top there are keys. So what we need to do here is we are actually going to shoot the keys before we walk along the great floor. Now, of course, there are keys on the other end. However, you can simply ignore them because if you get too close to them, only then they will come to life. And there are recovery hearts on the other end, but I'm at full health, so I don't need them. Anyway, what you want to do here is push this big block towards the fire geyser. And what it will do is, if you push it all the way down on top, the fire geyser will actually push the block upward, and we need to ride that block to get to the next floor of this temple. Yeah, see how it rises up and all that? Yeah. Anyway, that torch on the other side, that's for if the fire keys want to... It's for if the keys want to turn to fire keys, so... Just not... yeah, I wonder why they add that sort of thing, so, yeah. Alright, just wait until the block hits the bottom, then jump on the block, and we will ride it to the next floor. And then as soon as we get to the top, just get off. Alright, here there is another Goron prison cell, however, we cannot help him at this point. We will, though. We will. Anyway, in this room, we will encounter a new enemy called the Fire Slugs. These things are pretty much, they're not that big of a threat. The thing you should remember about them is that if they puff up like they're about to erupt, that means that they will try and lunge towards you, and you want to have your shield up so that you will not take damage. Otherwise, just a few sword slashes will take care of them. When you slash them, they will lose their fire, and they will try and run away from you. So, it's best to just keep slashing until they die. Alright, and see that crystal thingy right there? That's actually the crystal switch. That is the switch that the one Goron said that we need to cut or use a bomb with. And we will in a moment. And also, you can use the hook shot on this crystal switch, so thought I'd point that out. Anyway, what you want to do here is push this big block over the cliff side, and then go back to drop down to the first level of this room, and pull the block as far as you can go. And when the block reaches the end, just climb on top and then just hop across this gap right here and use the grating along the wall to navigate upwards. Now, what you want to do here is go right here and use a bomb. Like, drop the bomb down and climb the wall to the right. Because this crystal switch, when struck, it will lower this firewall that will allow us to climb the grate, and of course it's timed so that we have to be quick before the flames return, and these flames can hurt Link even though he is wearing a heat resistant tunic. And okay, yeah, I don't understand myself. Anyway, when we go through this door here, we are in a big room. Now, this room is called the Boulder Maze Room. Why is it called the Boulder Maze Room? Well, that's why. There are boulders that are moving back and forth in a set pattern, even though that should not be possible. But it's a magical land. I can give them that excuse. Anyway, what you want to do is navigate along the outer area of this maze and avoid boulders when you can. When you come to right here, though, as you can hear, there is a Gold Skull Tola present, but where is it? Where is the Gold Skull Tola? And when I strike my sword, I hear that little kink, which means it's a fake wall, so blow her up. And, of course, there's the Gold Skull Tola, so you know the drill. Anyway, yeah, these boulders move along a set pattern back and forth. I mean, it's easy to avoid these boulders, and just keep an eye on their movements, note where they stop, and how far they go, and so forth. However, if you are unfortunate to run into one of these boulders, they only take off a quarter heart. You see, like that right there? Yeah. And whenever you get hit by the boulder automatically goes the other way. Anyway, in this door, there's another Goron prison cell, so yeah, we know the drill by now. Alright, let's see what kind of advice you give me this time. Okay, what's the secret? Alright, that's actually kind of useful advice. Yeah, whenever fire keys or fire slugs or red bubbles touch you and you catch on fire, even though you are wearing the Goron tunic, if you just roll or slash your sword like a maniac, you can douse the fire quickly. So, I could use that advice earlier, but, yeah. Anyway, after getting the small key, return to the boulder maze room and continue along the outer wall area, because there's actually another Goron prison cell that we need to get to. And see that locked door right there? We're not going there just yet. We still have to visit that Goron. Yeah, that was me not being smart. Yeah, and see that cell up there? That is another Goron prison cell, which at the moment we cannot reach. But we will get to it. Anyways, step on the switch here. Goron will be active, and we have to talk to him again to make him leave. I mean, we have to make him leave for this whole rescue to count. And this Goron will give the advice that there are doors that are fake. Yeah, there are fake doors in this temple. What the fake doors do is, if you get close enough to them, they will wobble and they will fall down on you, trying to hurt you, and we don't want that. And even if you miss, and if you don't destroy them with bombs or something, they will somehow magically prop themselves back up in position, and yeah. Anyway, now we can go to that locked door that we encountered earlier and see if we can move on. Again, be mindful of the boulders. Alright, by going through this door, we are in a narrow passage room. Now, be careful when you navigate this room. But first of all, there's an eye switch here. Take out the arrow and shoot it in the eye. And shooting this eye switch will unseal the barred door to my right. Now, be careful while you cross this passageway here. If you happen to fall off, you will return to that room with the bridge and the lava and the pillars and the red bubbles and the fire keys. You know that room I'm talking about. And we'd have to backtrack all the way here. Yeah, so be careful. And if you want to risk those recovery hearts, be my guest. I'm not. I have plenty of health items. Anyway, going through this door right here, we are in some kind of caged area. And here is the first big treasure chest. And this treasure chest contains the dungeon map, so yay, I can see where I'm going. Goody. And of course, it continues to explain its purpose, like blah blah blah, blue places you've been, flashing current location. I know. Okay. Anyway, go back through this door here, and for some reason it seals itself, but it doesn't matter. I'm done with that room. I'm not going back to it. And then just carefully navigate this passageway. I mean, if you feel bold and daring to move a little faster, again, be my guest. But I'm taking things nice and easy. Don't want to fall down. Anyway, go here to this locked door. And we are in this room right here. Now, again, lava cannot hurt me as long as I'm wearing this tunic, so if you fall off, don't be afraid. What you should kind of be worried about is as soon as we touch this great floor right there, a wall of flames will suddenly erupt and will slowly come towards you. Now, we can outrun the flames no problem. I mean, again, the flame is slow. The problem is that there are red bubbles along your path, and if you are not careful, they can knock you down into the lava, and that would suck. But, fortunately, I am able to make it across no problem. I mean, it shouldn't be too difficult to make it. Yeah. So once you're over here, just go through this door, and we will find ourselves in the upper area of the boulder maze. And then there are fire slugs along the path, so you can use arrows or use an arrow to douse their flame and then strike them with their sword, and yeah. And there's this little cracked area in the floor right here. We'll get to it later. But right now, there is a Goron that we have to free. Remember that one in the upper area? Well, we are going to free him right now. Of course, there's the switch to the cell, which opens. And of course, the Goron cannot leave until we talk to him. So, which means we're going to have to make our way all the way across this area. Fun. Yeah. I mean, when the Gorons just up and leave as soon as their cell doors open, I mean, are they so? I mean, from eating all those rocks, have their brains become rocks? All right. I mean, they're gentle and peace-loving, but not very smart. Yeah. Anyway, when I finally get to this Goron right here, he will tell me a secret that that there are rooms that look like that cannot be accessed, and what I have to do is play my ocarina. Well, there's actually some truth into that, because there are rooms that if I do not play my ocarina, I will never explore in this temple, and I will be doing so in my next video. So yeah. Anyway, he leaves, I get the small key, and we'll be moving on. Yeah. Anyway, folks, I will see you in part 31, and where we will continue exploring the Fire Temple. See ya.